episode is brought to you by our Patreon members. Sign up right now, patreon.com/VVC Life. And thank you to all of the patrons that have already signed up and are supporting us right now.
Dude, none of the
Hey. What's good, people? It's your man Mastermind with my partner in crime.
It's your boy JS, one of supplier. We are in the building.
Yep. This is the after show. This is the show after the big show, which is the indie show. All things indie. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that's tuning in, that's listening on all the podcasts and whatnot. We appreciate each and every one of you. Tell your friends to tune in, because we're going to have ourselves a laid-back, relaxing time as we recap tonight's show and maybe chill out with our homie Jamar Langley. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But I want to get started just in general. What did you think of our show with our guest, Kiana Dow?
I thought the show was fire. You know what I mean? She was she was such a high energy guest. She was very articulate. She knew how to roll with the punches. I didn't know y'all had history, so that was an interesting piece there. And to know that y'all used to host a TV show together, I thought that was really fire. That she was a real estate agent, I thought that was really fire. And the way that she lost in the game, like, you've been holding it down, man. I think this is like, what, 3 wins straight for you? Is that
it feels like three or four, let's just say 3 wins in a row where I haven't had to reach into my pocket to give money to these fans who have been looking forward to this money every week.
Facts.
So maybe next time.
Hey, as long as you keep it up, man. The games have been fun. They've been super interesting. Of course, you know what I mean? Like, I just love how every week we just bring people in and they seem to have fun with it. So yeah, I'm super excited about it. Like, I'm excited to see what the summer may bring. Did you have plans on taking any time off, or
yes? We can talk about that right now. So next week is the last episode of season 4. All right.
Okay.
And I want to start. I was playing around with it. I was like, do I want to do this? Let me see. But season 5 starts in May, and I have a ton of folks lined up. Like, May is going to be my championship season, because all 3 of our champions. It's going to start out with Mr. Do. Second week is going to be Meech Almighty. And then someone that you referred to me is going to be week 3. And we got Kev Williams in week 4. So we are moving. We doing things. So it's going to be, like I said, that's our championship month right there in May. So should be having a lot of eyes on us, because those were some good people who won. Will be the judge of that. So hopefully all their fans tune in. If nothing else, it's going to be a fun show.
Right.
Fun show starting in May. But to answer your question, July. I want to take the month of July off. One, I have my family reunion that's coming. That's going to take a lot of time. My daughter's birthday starts off the month along with Independence Day. So I was just like, hey, let's just take July off and make it do what it do.
It makes sense, because also in July we got to go to BlurCon. So, like, me and the boys, we going and also what is that girl name? Champagne. We all going to BlurCon down in Crystal City. So we about to have a blast down there. Yeah, man. Like, just it'll be a great time to relax. I don't know how August is gonna go. I mean, we got the beach party, we got the crab feast, but that's on a Friday and a Sunday. So I'm like, if we got to get back to work, in August, that's no big deal. So I kind of look forward to doing that. I have been adamantly looking for places. So I've been like trying to find a new space so that I can set up either another studio or a space where we can pod.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
hopefully, we'll find something reasonably priced because everything out here is high. So,
So if it's high out there, so it must be ridiculous out here.
oh yeah, it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. So, like, what I'm saying? But as things continue to build and the audience continue to grow and we doing what we doing, we just been I'm not even going front. Like, I was going back watching like old episodes and watching old Aries lounges, and I'm like, man, like, we need to get back to that. That in-person thing was just different. So, like,
Yeah, it is definitely a different vibe.
Yeah,
so
different.
Yeah, y'all feed off each other really well when y'all in person.
Yeah, so it's like we want to be able to do that. Also, in addition to that, doing the RPG game, and instead of us having to constantly try to find some place to meet up or whatever, it'd be like we can have a space we could do the the opening, the box unboxings that we about to start doing, the RPG that we about to start doing, and just a few other things. It was just like by having a space that would help things out a lot more, and then plus I can redesign this. I'm like, guys, I have so much technology that I can bring to bear for, just to make the shows funnier and more interesting. Just waiting on that. And then, of course, Fame is about to launch, he's about to be doing live stream gaming. So he's going to be playing games on live stream. So, like, we got that coming up. So, yeah, we just working, man, trying to get it all together. I would love to find a place in Atlanta where we could do your show live. But like that's a little ways out. Now it'd be dope if one of the fans wants to donate $500,000. You guys go right ahead.
Yeah, it's just like it's a wrap. We put your picture out there and sponsored by. So one of the things I've been playing around with, especially taking July off, I want to get started on the music video countdown show. Basically creating top 5 countdowns of the various songs that we've accumulated over this past year. I know the first show I want to do is going to be one of those top 5 champions. You know what I'm saying? Our audience gets to guess to see who's going to be number one. Top 5 female artists, top 5 male artists. You know what I'm saying? R&B. There's a category for each thing. Probably have interviews with one of the artists or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just more content. And I figured something to satisfy the audience while we're away. So yeah, it'll probably be pre-produced or whatever, but it is what it is, but it's just something I want to do this. So I want to we have the music, so we might as well showcase it in another way. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Most definitely. No, I'm with you on that. That's definitely been a conversation that we've been having behind the scenes, is like how we can, because now we have the Patreon members, like how can we service them as much as we possibly can, but at the same time without draining ourselves completely, because we all have jobs and everybody's got kids and life be life. So, but everybody's excited to contribute. Like everybody's like, oh man, we got eyeballs. So like what can we do to make them happy, or whatever. And hey, but as a person that's viewing right now, if you are one of our Patreon members, or even if you're considering it, man, please feel more than comfortable to give us your suggestions. Like, tell us what you want us to do. Like, if you want us to, I don't know, go and play pool, we'll go play pool, or whatever you want us to do. We have no problem accommodating and giving, because that's one of the things that we always wonder is like, all right, what should we talk about? Like, what's going to turn people on? What's going to make people want to tap in? So I don't know, man. Like, but it's the craziest thing is one of the most popular things on this channel is anytime we talk about, boom room stuff, what I'm saying? Or movies. Like anytime we talk about movies or music reviews. It always gets views, but it's so hard to find people to be good at it and be consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, no,
but
I definitely feel you.
yeah. But
Speaking of music and movie reviews, let's talk about this week's We'll Be the Judge of That. So we
okay.
had 3 artists. Our
Yep.
current winner was Sinead Monet. She had a colorful video. She had a colorful video that some people liked. And we also had Butterby Rocka, who was on the show already as a guest last week. She does some of everything. And then we also had returning artists, the Internet Islands, with their airy indie styled music. So it's a little something for everybody, little different styles coming through. With that said, I need you go one by one and start telling me what you really thought.
All right. Oh, that's crazy. So, like, what I said on the show ain't real. I got it. No, I got you. Because it's not real. Because there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to say, but I didn't want to be rude to your guests. But like, Miss Butter is just, she's a little too seasoned. I feel like, I think she's, she's reached the end of her prime, and like, I feel like, everything don't require you to be trying to do stuff, you know what I mean? But shout out to her, she's still doing what makes her happy and whatever. The record was cool, you know what I mean? It was cool, but the video wasn't that good. I actually think the third young lady, Miss Sinette, I felt like her video was fire. The song was a lot better mixed, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely it was an all around better song. Now, people in the chat room,
when you say her song was, are you saying compared to Butters or from the last time we heard it?
No, compared to Butters.
I got you.
Nah, I felt like last week Sinette had the best song. Like all of them records, I mean, because the ones that played last week just didn't.
It wasn't hitting.
Yeah, they weren't.
Was something missing.
Bad. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't hitting. And her record was, what it was. And this week,
because like last month, like everybody we had like last month was just flamethrowers. This month it was just like, okay, then we're coming back down to earth.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. When we had Detroit in the building, it was a lot of heavy competition, but now it seems just to be like a little, more lax. You know what I mean? But Butter had her cheering squad in there, and shout out to them. Like anybody that'll tune in, show support, be there. We love y'all. You know what I'm saying? She came on second time. And I respect it. I love it. You know what I mean? But let's be real. She's not charting on no radio. She's not. You know what I mean?
What you mean? So why don't we just look it up then? So
I was
just believe.
Do you want me to pull up the Billboard charts? Let's pull up.
Just go for it.
All right. Oh, this is shenanigans. This is such a
look. Right. Look, it's been put out there. Look, she said she is 46.
I'm sorry?
46 on one of the charts. All right. So
she was 46 years old. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
How old you think she's younger than that?
Hey, I'm not into that. I don't nope. I'm not here.
This dude right here.
I'm not here to diss black women, man. I love black women. I feel like black don't crack, and we love all of them. So, did she say what chart it was? Of course she didn't. So let's go to the.
Why are you hating? I know this.
You think it's gonna be the country charts? Okay, let's go to the. Let's go to the hot R&B charts.
There we go. Like you said, shenanigans. This is wild.
All right. So this is number one. Let's see. Let's go to. All right. It's the hot 100. Why did it send me back here? This is confusing. All right. So I'm trying to get to the hundreds. Like, what are y'all doing with me right now? What is this? What is this game you're playing? All right. So I don't know who that thing is that's getting in my way. Well, let's scroll down. She's number one. This chart is now only available on pro subscribers. Oh, you are dirty.
Man.
Y'all are a dirty mess. Oh my God, who's up with this naked white girl on the cover? Like, what's up with that? Oh, I can't even see that until I pay for it. Oh, this is crazy. $14.99 a month. That's insane. So she might be on those charts, man. So all y'all gotta do is subscribe to billboard.com and see if you can see her on the
My
charts.
man just gave up.
What else you want me to do? You want me
Do
to
a search. Why don't you do a search?
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right. Indie charts 4/18 20 hold on 2023. All right, let's see. Rate your music. The indie rock charts. Okay, there's a bunch of charts on here.
Did you put her name in there?
Okay, so let's do Spotify. All right, so we on Spotify. Hold on, let me put this up on the screen because I don't want you to feel like
this
I'm
is the after show. Who knows what happens on the after show? This is wild. This is our first. We're gonna call this shenanigans. # shenanigans.
Definitely shenanigans. Okay, so the 45th person on the charts is Oliver Tree and Robin Scholes. Maybe we was wrong. Maybe it's 46. So it's Made You Look by Megan Trainor. Okay, like maybe she's 47. All right, Golden Hour by JVKE.
You are special. You are special.
That's not, so we not. That's not right. All right, so let's look. No. Let's do it your way. All right. So what's her name? Butter Pecan, right? It's Butter.
No. Butter B Rocker. Thank you.
Butter B Bash Rocker. All right, on the charts. Let's see. Butter B Rocker. Okay, so Inspire Magazine posted her record.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Let's put this up on the screen. This might help you. There you go. There she go. Ain't she cute? All right. So there's no charts here, but they've written an article about her, and there she goes again. Looking all cute and things. Okay. And
the chart. I'm trying to see what chart this is, but California Music Channel.
California Music Channel. So she's on the charts in California.
CMC, the California Music Channel playlist, got her at 46.
Got you. Hold on. Let's see. All right, we on her Instagram. There's got to be the charts there.
That's where I'm looking at. Underneath the perfect guy. Go that.
All right. So we got onlineradiobox.com. The radio lineup. 318 Live FM, and one of the times I aired this morning almost right after Beyonce. Okay. Hey, Mastermind, she came on after Beyonce.
That's a good positioning.
Well, almost.
Yes.
Oh
my God.
she said, I'm listening. I'm sorry.
No, if you go back to her Instagram, you'll be able to see the chart and put it on the screen. You were almost there. All right, you see that area right there. Yes, that is the chart.
Right. So it is very hard to see. Hold on, let me see if I can make it bigger.
I can't see it on my phone. I was trying to widen it.
Okay, so it won't allow me to make this video no bigger. Hold on, let me push this button and see. Nope. There's no way to zoom in, man. This is pretty weird. Oh, here we go. All right. So she says I'm at 46. And let me look down on the thing. It says 46.
Shenanigans, y'all. This is JS1 shenanigans.
No. What we're not gonna do is make this out like you told me I was not gonna do any of this.
You was about to do it anyway. You was already getting ready, so I was just like, hey, go ahead and do this because I know where your mind is going.
Gentlemen, I was not. I had nothing. I was really chilling, minding my own business, had my hat on my head.
And not believing what people are telling you. So I was just like, look, let's go ahead and pull out the facts. And bam, here we are.
All right. So what's the name of the song again? I'm 46 Charts
Time
Climb.
stand still.
Okay. So there is a song that it says number 46 that says Time Stands Still, but it don't have the artist name.
Oh my God, dude. We didn't play the video today because you forgot.
I didn't forget. I'm talking about the chart. The chart just said it has some words on it. And we don't know if that's her. It could be somebody else's song. Time Stands Still.
But look, she even got her ad, what you call it that you created.
Where's that?
Right
Hey,
there.
there you go. Yeah. Well, she was definitely on. She was definitely on the indie show.
Yeah, it is correct. All right,
Look,
so that is what we had, and then we had Internet Islands, and one day I really wish. I think they're one of the people that I wish we could have got on the show just so we can get an idea of at least one of the members of Internet Islands. Just get an idea. Let them tell us about themselves. Come from their own mouth.
Is this a real band or is this like an AI band? You think it might
No,
have
this
been
is a real. This is a real band.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, because you've invited them on multiple times and they've declined. So I mean, there's a possibility it might be a computer.
Just this dude right there. So I'm talking to AI, right?
You might be doing.
Would
AI.
you like to play a game?
I would love to play a game. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I've been jealous. I've been wanting to play a game forever. Let's go. What, man? Trying to keep the energy up, man. It's a show. You know what I mean?
I got to look. Yeah, it was definitely a good show. And yes, Kiana, great guest. Yeah. So,
is she married?
Yeah, she married, got a ton of kids.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that works.
I was trying to think. Yeah, because when I was doing my show, like I told y'all on the indie show, the hype was a music countdown show. I had contacts because I had my own radio show. I had contacts with Warner Brothers and all these different record companies. They were sending me not only records, they were starting to send me VHS tapes of music videos. So I was just like, yo, how can I use this to my advantage? And so me and my roommate, shout out to Jarvis, we was like, hey, let's do a music video show. So we would do kind of like a countdown show. And then on top of that, we would make our own music videos. So we actually made a music video of Outkast's Benz or Beamer. So Benz or Beamer is one of the music videos that we made. We had a second one, but
do you not have a copy?
I have it. I have the tapes. I don't have a way to turn VHS into digital. I want one of them things. They're like $70 to $100, but I really want one, and that way, because there's a lot of stuff I feel like I have that needs to be digitized and uploaded to the internet. But and we made a music video for Jodeci. Was it Joe? No, it was Casey and JoJo. That what was that Casey and JoJo song? Baby, 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 baby. Whatever that hit song was that came out when they put out their album. So yeah, we made 2 music videos. Both of them were funny, but that's how we got down. So we would play our show on the housing cable channels. And so I had the TV show, had my radio show. I'm writing for the school newspaper. So I was trying to get it in. I feel like if the internet existed the way it does now, social networks back in the day, oh man, I would be like these other kids that's right now that's ruling Twitch. I was out there doing it big. Yep.
So we got $39.99 for you right now, buddy.
$39.99. That thing better work. Big shout out to Almighty. He just like one of my real nieces in the building. But yes, sir. I get one of those. I have a VCR somewhere. I know it worked, but yeah, I definitely want to upload, if not the shows, at least the music videos. I have my interview with Outkast on one of these videos.
Wow. Yeah, you
Yeah,
definitely need to convert that. That's crazy. You
yeah.
definitely.
I didn't know what I was doing there. I think this was my very first music interview face to face. And so I was just asking just random questions, hung out with them for most of the night after their concert, recording behind the scenes stuff. And by the time we were doing the interview, we started running out of battery juice. It was just like we ended the interview because the battery died. And
Mm.
so it was a cool experience. And I've been out, I was an Outkast fan before them, and I feel like I willed that concert and that opportunity to meet them into the universe because I put it out there. I was just like, one of the things I want to do in my life is meet Outkast. And then the next thing I know, the school newspaper called me. It was just like, yeah, would you like to interview Outkast when they come down here? We need somebody to interview them. I was like, bruh, stop it. And so first thing I did was make sure I had a video camera to record it so I could use it for my TV show. So yeah, so that started my whole life of doing
Let me
music
ask
and
you a
TV.
question. What
Yeah.
album were they on at the time?
So they had done Southern Playalistic, but they are now promoting AT Aliens. This is when they are promoting AT Aliens.
Now, had it
And
come
true,
out? What was the single out? Was the album out or was the single out?
that's a good question because I'm trying to join, but it said backstage in the video. Boo. Yeah, Kiana's trying to join, but I can't. I think I sent her the wrong link.
Hey, you want me to
Uh,
put it to your Facebook?
yeah.
I'm about to send it to your Facebook right now. All right. Let's see. Wow. A blast from the past just hit me randomly. Wow. I ain't talked to that
Yeah,
person.
so I think it was a video out. No, the CD was out because I got them to sign both copies. I used to call them the Old Testament and the New Testament of hip hop because those are the things I just kept in constant rotation. Also, during that interview, I was the first one to put it out there that Andre and Erica Badu were dating because she was at the show as well. So when she was performing, Andre was off stage looking all doe-eyed and lovey-dovey at her and all that kind of good stuff. I was just like, yo, are they dating? So one of the questions I asked Andre was, so anything going on with you and Erica Badu? And he was just like, is she a nice lady and everything? And I was just like, oh, snap. So I put it on my TV show. I did like an Outcast countdown, and I put it on my TV show. So I was the one. And then the next thing you know, they're a couple. But so everybody in school know me as the one who put it out there on the UGA campus before it was big time. So
Look. So not only was they together, but they number two, they had a child together.
yes. I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me see. I got
Mm. Yeah, that's worth some money right there, player.
yes, sir. And they spell my name right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
So
what was it like hanging out with a rap group that was kind of like taking it to the next level? Were they like laid back? Were they hyped up? Were they
they were
surrounded?
really they were really laid back because at this time it's only regional. It's they're regional, so they're big in Georgia and Atlanta and all that kind of good stuff. So they're just moving with, yo, we just trying to get to the next level, do our thing and whatnot. So they was cool, they was laid back, no big heads or anything like that. but they definitely ran as a unit. It was just like, I got my boys back. We doing this thing. We gonna blow up.
Mm-hmm.
And so they was just regular. That's the
Mm-hmm.
best way I can put it. They was just regular, kind of reserved. I don't know if they had smoked yet or not, but they was real reserved. And the cameraman was one of my best friends in college. We became tight because he was the only other Outcast fan that I knew of at that time. So once he told me he was an Outcast fan, I was like, bet. All right, say less. Let's go. So when it was time to do the interview, I was like, yo, Mr. B, hey, come on, dog. Yeah. So he got to meet him too and whatnot. So I got to show love to my folks. You know what I'm saying? Especially folks that are down for the cause. If you
Yeah.
ain't for real with it, I can't really bring you because I don't want that energy.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm with
Yeah.
you.
So
Yo.
I always wanted to interview them again because I didn't know what I was doing. I was just happy to be there. I was just getting my feet wet in the interviewing game. So I wanted to just, especially on this show, if we could get Big Boy or Andre, I think, hey, I've done everything that I needed to do in this business. And I want to interview um, Sleepy Brown. Sleepy
Mm-hmm.
Brown again. I interviewed him when he had his own record label, when he was in LA, had his own record label, 13 Black Records.
Mm-hmm.
And I dropped the ball on that because I didn't know much about Sleepy
Mm-hmm.
other than seeing his name as the producers on Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music. So I didn't know how far back his musicality went, who his famous father was, all of that good stuff. I missed out on the stuff we could have talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And so a second chance with him because I feel like I didn't do him justice. So if I can get another chance with Sleepy Brown, because he is wealth of information when it comes to this music game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
so
yeah. There's a
that's
pod.
my redo.
There's a podcast that Questlove does with his people, and on that show they talk about they had the whole squad on there, and they were telling mad stories. It was crazy. So like, yeah, definitely.
I
Recommend.
listened to both. I listened to both of those episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes. I love every minute of, and that's what made me think about it. As I was listening to those episodes, I felt bad. I was just like, yo, I had access to Sleepy Brown. Sleepy Brown's management reached out to me to be on my show, and this is all I did. I was just like, oh, I missed out on an opportunity. So if I get another chance, Sleepy, if this somehow comes across your desk, you have an open invitation to be on the indie show, the after show, VBC Life. We got you, red carpet style. Please believe it. I have
Mm-hmm.
nothing but respect for you, sir. It's all good in the hood over here.
If I could say, like, I'm not saying regret, but one thing that kind of makes me feel bad is like I left Atlanta before we could, evolve the brand to a
Yeah,
different level. But I
yeah,
always wanted to redo that time. Not necessarily that time, but I always
mhm,
want that opportunity to go back to be like, oh, I know what to do right this time. And I want to do it again because like that was one of the biggest things me and Matt used to talk about. Like, bro, I wasn't necessarily worried about the platinum artists out of Atlanta. There was so many
yeah,
historical figures that what I mean. I was on Killer Mike's heels before he re-blew up. I was
yeah,
on, Witch Doctor. I was on all these different people. I was just wanting to get interviews with them. You know what I mean? But everybody was in the wind, and we hadn't really made a name for ourselves in that way where they felt like, oh yeah, we need to make this a priority. And I don't feel like that time period interviews had the value like they have now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like people see doing an interview could really take you to another space. You know what I mean? Especially if you've been out of the loop for a long time. So
You were at that time. It was all about standard radio. You had to
Right.
go to the radio stations and do it big. No
Mhm,
one was checking for podcasts.
mhm.
What you used to call a recast before podcasts got popping. You used to call it a
Right.
recast. And so again, we was ahead of the curve on that, and it took a while for folks to catch up to what's popping, and it
Mhm,
took a while for us to, work out all the kinks and whatnot. I'm
mhm.
glad we did it. I'm glad we came together and create what we created. But we were just an early adopter
Yeah.
working this thing out.
Yeah. And I think that's such a great opportunity for us to do something unique that has never been done on a different level. So like a lot of the energy that we invest now is all about getting us to that place. So yeah, man, I'm just excited. You know what I mean? Knowing that we have so much wealth of information from the past, and then we have the ability to do so many great things for the future. And we're in a time period, or also the blessing of it is that we're in a time period where we can do it ourselves, and there's no age limit. I know 50-year-old dudes that are doing YouTube channels and doing millions of views. I mean, I know
Yeah.
60-year-old, 70-year-old, you know what I mean? So there's no gatekeeping anymore.
Yeah.
It's like if you create great content, people will tap in. You know what I mean? When you find that audience or you bring an audience in, people want to tap in. So it's just like, yo, we got to continue to work and we got to continue to build. So like, I'm super excited about, the possibilities for the future, without getting too yada, yada, yada.
No doubt. Real quick, I just want to shout out my man Jamar Langley. I don't know if he's coming through what's popping, but it's a busy man. Just know next week on The Voice, he's going to be in the knockout rounds. All right. So
Mm,
that means he's going to perform against somebody else that's on his team. He's trying to make the final cut before things start going live. All right. So that means he's probably going to be flying out this weekend back to LA to tape some episodes for Monday's show. So knockout rounds are coming. Make sure y'all tune in no matter what happens, win or lose. He already told us he's going to come back to let us know what's popping. So when it starts getting really real, this is your one-stop shop to find out anything and everything about Jamar Langley and his journey on The Voice. All
mhm.
right. So good show, brother, man. I mean, this one and the indie show. I am pleased with our work tonight.
Good. Hey man, and if y'all listening at home in podcast form, make sure you keep tapping in, keep pressing play, and become a part of our Patreon, patreon.com/VVC Life. And help us build because we trying to get this new studio in Atlanta, man, so we can get these big celebrities in. So we all trying to build. We gotta get Mastermind a couple of Armani suits, you know what I mean, and some wingtips.
As we go be clean, flexing on them.
Yeah,
The
man.
Armani Exchange is going to be the next podcast.
That's hilarious.
Yo, that's my homeboy. He makes it happen on the creative and technical side. That's JS1. Me, I'm the dude that stay having fun and being creative, helping folks reach that next level with their creativity. My name is Mastermind. I'd like to thank each and every one of y'all for showing us love all around the world because y'all listening from everywhere. I don't know nobody in the Philippines. I don't know anyone in Jordan. That's just crazy. So worldwide, East Coast, West Coast, Europe, Asia. I love each and every one of y'all. Until next time, next week, we got two new artists that's going to be going. Oh, yeah, the winner of the will be the judge of that Butter Be Rocker. I got two new artists coming next week. If you want to be on my show as an artist, go to theindieshow.com. There is a tab for artist submission. You do that, submit your music. It's on and popping. Once we have your music in the system, We'll tell you what day you're going to be on. You don't have to worry about anything else. We're going to play your music video. We're going to play your music. Let you introduce your song and let you tell yourself, tell the world about yourself. It's all about you. All we're just here to help showcase you to the rest of the world. And whatever happens from there, it's on you and the world. We love you. Thank you for the support. See y'all next week.